Over guidance and blessing upon each other. May we honor one another for keeping an open minds. May we voice our truth and listen with an open heart. Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his further contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and gifts to our parents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Hello, good morning. Welcome for today's activity private conference for CY 2025 Infra Projects. First, let's acknowledge the following back member, back secretariat, and delivery who are present for today's activity. Say persons and I call your name. Yours surely, Leonardo Panagulog, back chairperson. Maria Ligaya is in your back vice chairperson. Sir BB Dunlo Jr., back member regular.
Present.
Cedric Floyd Edurante, back member provisional. Jun Renges M. Peralta, back member provisional and user representative. Ana Catherine Arco, Marielite Castro, Shannon C. Marabeles, and the following TLWG member headed by Engineer Gerald John R. Lim, Gwen Marie Arbajo, Chanda Amy Sal, Kevin Joshua A. Tamanaha, Rachel Daddy Sinyagan, Ray Joseph Tipis, Jonah May Navarro, Missy C. Gabonia, any participants from the online? So none. So let's start with the conference agenda. Agenda number 1. Brief presentation and explanation by the BAC, basic contract data, requirements and bidding documents to be submitted by the bidder. Agenda number 2, questions and comments from the bidders and replies to the BAC. Question number 3, other matters, relevant department orders and GPPB resolutions. For basic contract data, CY 2025 Infra Projects, contract ID number 25HA0034, contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, Coastal Roads, Causeway for Environmental Protection and Conservation, construction of Seawall, Barangay Oslob, Cebu. Location, Oslob, Cebu. ABC is 48,250,000. Contract duration, 206 calendar days. Source of fund, CY 2012 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP, pickup license, category of B for medium A. Order procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost 25,000 pesos. Next is 25, contract ID number 25HE0035, contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, PIP, access roads and bridges from national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities, construction of roads, Sitio Suyac to Canbantug proper, Barangay Canbantug, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu, ABC, 4,950,000. Project duration, 32 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP, pickup license, category of C and D for small B, model procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost is 5,000 pesos. Next is contract ID number 25HE0036, contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Nug-as, Alcoy, Cebu. Location, Alcoy, Cebu, ABC is 1,980,000 pesos. Contract duration is 90 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP. Pickup license category of C and D for small B, mode of procurement committee bidding, bidding is 5,000 pesos. Next is contract ID number 25HA0037, contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program. Special Road Fund Motor Vehicles Users Charge MBUC as per RA 11239. Installation, application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along N. Bacalso Avenue, Cebu South Road, kilometer 75+00 to kilometer 76+00. Location, Barangay Cebu. ABC is 21,049,420 pesos. Contract duration is 64 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP. Pickup license category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement with the bidding equipment cost is 25,000. Next contract is contract ID number 25HA0038. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Special Road Fund Motor Vehicle Users Charge, MBUC. As per RA 11239, installation application of road safety facilities for the lighting along N. Bacalso Avenue, Cebu South Road, kilometer 70072+00 to kilometer 0075+00. Location, Alagit, Argao. Argao, Cebu. ABC is 86,850,000. Contract duration is 177 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP. Pickup license category of B for medium A. Mode of procurement committee bidding equipment cost is 50,000 pesos. CY 2025 Infrastructure Projects. Next, contract ID number 25HE0039, Convergence on Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP. Multipurpose building facilities support, social services, construction, completion. Multipurpose building, Barangay Alabion, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu, ABC of 1,980,000. Project duration, 120 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP. Pickup license category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement competitive bidding equipment cost is 5,000 pesos. Next is contract ID number 25HE0040. Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP. Multipurpose buildings, facilities support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Lamacan, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC is 1,980,000. Contract duration, 90 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP. Pickup license category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding equipment cost is 5,000 pesos. Next is contract ID number 25HE0041, contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP. Multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Poblacion, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC is 1,980,000 pesos. Contract duration, 90 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2025 DPWH Infrastructure Program based on NEP. Pickup license category of C and D for small B. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding equipment cost is 5,000 pesos. So next agenda is requirements in the bidding documents. For the requirements on the bidding documents, let engineer Sir Yubi Binuno to read the proceedings.
Good morning. For contract ID number 25HE0034, Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects, Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG, Coastal Roads, Causeway for Environmental Protection, Conservation, Construction of Seawall, Barangay Alo, Oslob, Cebu. For the major categories of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the search screen. Also, the key personnel requirements, general experience or relative experience, please refer to the search screen. The requirements of accredited project engineer in compliance to DO number 118 series of 2024, and also the requirements for accredited materials engineer in compliance to DO number 98 series of 2016. For the major equipment requirements, capacity and its number of units, kindly refer to the search screen. The bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 206 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 7 calendar days and 28 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, kindly refer to the search screen. For the next contract, 25 HA 0035 Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Access Roads and or Bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings and facilities. Construction of roads, Sitio, Suyac to Canbantug proper, Barangay Canbantug, Argao, Cebu. For the major categories of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the search screen. Also, the key personal requirements, general experience, relative experience, please refer to the search screen. The requirements of accredited project engineer in compliance to DO number 118 series of 2024, and also the requirements of accredited materials engineer in compliance to DO number 98 series of 2016. For the minimum equipment requirements, capacity and its number of units, kindly refer to the search screen. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 32 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 1 day and 4 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, kindly refer to the search screen. For the next contract, 25 HA 0036 Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Nug-as, Alcoy, Cebu. For the major categories of work and similar categories of work, please refer to the search screen. Also, the key personnel requirements, general experience and its relative experience, please refer to the search screen. Requirements for accredited project engineer in compliance to DO number 118 series of 2024 and for the requirements of accredited materials engineer in compliance to DO number 98 series of 2016. Also, take note for the minimum equipment requirements, capacity and its number of units, please refer to the search screen. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 90 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 3 calendar days and 12 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the search screen. For the next contract, 25HE0037, Convergence and Special Support Program, Special Road Fund, Motor Vehicles Users Charge in BUC, as per RA number 11239, installation application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Bacalso Avenue, Cebu South Road, kilometer 75+00 to kilometer 76+00. For the major categories of work and similar categories of work, please refer to the search screen. The key personal requirements, general experience, and its relative experience, kindly refer to the search screen. The requirements of accredited project engineer in compliance to DO number 118 series of 2024, and also the requirements for the accredited materials engineer in compliance to DO number 98 series of 2016. Also take note for the minimum equipment requirements, na capacity and its number of units, please refer to the search screen. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 64 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 2 calendar days and 8 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, kindly refer to the search screen, please.
For the next project, contract ID 25HE0038, Convergence and Special Support Program, Special Road Fund, Motor Vehicles Users Charge, and VUC as per RA 11239, installation application of road safety facilities, roadway lighting along Bacalso Avenue, Cebu South Road, kilometer 72+00 to kilometer 75+00. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements. Please also take note the requirements for accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also take note the minimum major equipment requirements as shown on the screen. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 177 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 6 calendar days and 24 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For contract ID 25HE0039, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Alambihod, Argao, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements. Please also take note the requirements for accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also take note the minimum major equipment requirements as shown on the screen. The bid security should be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 120 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 4 calendar days and 16 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For contract ID 25HA0040, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Lamacan, Argao, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements. Please also take note the requirements for accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also take note the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 90 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 3 calendar days and 12 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the last project for this pre-bid conference, contract ID 25HE0041, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Poblacion, Argao, Cebu. The major category of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements. Please also take note the requirements for the accredited project engineer in compliance to DEO 118 series of 2024 and accredited materials engineer in compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016. Please also see the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 90 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 3 calendar days and 12 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen.
Building man sir. Lagi.
Same sa documents ba, sir? Documents to be submitted by the bidders. So for infrastructure projects, technical components, first is the Class A legal documents. Valid field jobs registration, certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR. Next is the statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to bid. Next is a statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or the SLCC, similar to the contract to bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Next is a special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Fourth one is the original copy of the bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Next is the organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Next is a list of contractors, key personnel, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualifications and experience data. Next is a list of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. The next one is the original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture giving all full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. The next requirement is the financial documents. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC. Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or the JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in the case of the joint venture is already in existence or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Requirements for the financial components. First is the original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Second one is the original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Third one is the duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. The fourth one is the cash flow by quarter. An important reminder, any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. So are there any questions or comments from bidders and replies from the back? None. No.
That of participants.
So other matters. Memorandum dated September 20, 2023. Na. Basa na lang tanan.
Ang basahan ko.
Basa na lang. First, other matters to be considered is first is a memorandum dated September 20, 2023. Second is Department Order number 127, series of 2018. Third is Department Order number 17, series of 2015. Fourth, GPPB Resolution number 15-2021. Fifth one is a GPPB Resolution number 16-2020. Yung lima. Ito.
So please take note on as shown on the screen the department order that should be taken into account by into our bidding process. First one is the department order number 12 series of 2024 as shown on the screen. The subject is a revocation of Department Order Number 35 Series of 2021 and strengthening compliance with Republic Act RA number 11058 and its implementing rules and regulations. Next. Second department order is Department Order number 127 Series of 2018. Strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Please refer to the DEO as shown on the screen. Basahin ko. All bids and awards committees, central, regional, district are hereby directed to strictly apply, among others, during the conduct of post-qualification or award of contract, the following guidelines. During post-qualification, the BAC shall determine the bidder's compliance through verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience, including the declared single largest completed contract or as the SLCC similar to the contract being procured. Verification of competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the contract as against the minimum requirements under the bid data sheet. Verification of availability and commitment and or inspection and testing of for the required capacities and operating conditions of major equipment units to be owned, leased, under purchase by the bidder for use in the contract under bidding. Checking the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts. If any of these ongoing contracts shows, first is a reported negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract. Second, a reported negative slippage of at least 10% in 2 or more contracts. Third is a failure of the contract to commence repair works on ongoing contracts within 7 days and to complete them within 30 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies, or failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificate of acceptance within 30 days and to complete the works within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Next one is the substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications. Unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection, or liquidated damage currently imposed on the contractor. The results of the contractor performance evaluation system, or the CEPES, should also be considered by the concerned BAC in determining the responsiveness of the contractor's bid before any award of contract can take place, as stated in item 12.5 Annex E of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. So if the BAC verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence, the agency shall disqualify the contractor from the award for the procurement of the infrastructure project. Third department order is Department Order number 17, series of 2015, the 3-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services. To further strengthen the integrity of the competitive bidding process, the following instructions are hereby issued pertaining to the implementation of the 3-strike policy of the DPWH against violations of section 69.1.I of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act number 9184. The violations enumerated in the said Department number 35, which are considered as acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding under the 3-strike policy, are hereby amended to read as follows. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cause as determined by the Bids and Awards Committee concerned. A bidder submitted a late bid without a valid cause as determined by the BAC concerned. A bidder submitting insufficient or defective documents such as insufficient bid securities or other deficiencies. Other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of public bidding as determined by the concerned BAC, provided that these acts had been indicated or discussed in the instruction to bidders, bid bulletins, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. Each offense by a bidder referred in section 69.1.I of the IRR as stated in the said DO 35 consists of 3 violations or strikes within a period of 1 year starting from the date of the first strike for all procurement by all offices of the DPWH. Every time a bidder is observed to have done any of the 4 acts enumerated in item 1 of this DO, the chairperson of the back concerned shall immediately serve a written notice to the bidder, informing him of his act and giving him 5 days to show cause why he should not be sanctioned under this DO for committing an act which tends to defeat the purpose of public bidding under the 3-strike policy of the DPWH. Based on verified 3-strike reports received from the box, the procurement service in coordination with legal service shall recommend to the DPWH Secretary for approval the following administrative sanctions on the erring contractor for violation of the 3-strike policy. For the first violation or strike, a first warning. For the second strike, a second warning. For the third strike, which together with the first 2 strikes constitutes the first offense against the 3-strike policy, and the administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year from the participating in any process in any office of the DPWH. For the second offense, example, in the second set of 3 strikes committed by the bidder, an administrative penalty of suspension for 2 years from participating in any procurement process in any office of the DPWH.
Another DO, Department Order 12, Series of 2016, disposal and stockpiling of materials including parking of equipment within the construction limits or vicinity of all DPWH ongoing projects. Disposal or dumping sites to be presented in a plan with the areas to accommodate the calculated volume of surplus, unsuitable spoils, debris, and other construction materials shall be identified and submitted by the contractor immediately after the award of the contract. The project engineer or the engineer shall evaluate and approve the proposed sites prior to the start of the works. The stockpiling of the construction materials within the construction limits or vicinity of the project shall be submitted by the contractor at least 48 hours before the start of this activity for approval of the project engineer or the engineer. Stockpiled materials immediately or at the most within 24 hours for gravel materials to form part of the works must be spread, and other waste materials after any excavation or demolition works should be properly disposed. Signed Rogelio L. Singson. Another DO, DO 168, Series of 2015, Guidelines in the Disposal and Management of Spoils and Debris generated from all ongoing and completed construction and maintenance projects and the imposition of sanctions for violations thereof. Please refer to the shared screen. Signed, Rogelio L. Singson, Secretary. Please also take note of GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, lifting the suspension on the implementation of the mandatory submission of PhilGIP certificate of platinum registration and membership in competitive bidding and limited source bidding, amending sections 8.5.2, 23.182, 23.3, 24.182, 24.4.3, 34.3, and 54.6 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184, items 4G1 and 5D1B, as well as Appendix A of Annex H thereof, items 4 and 6 of the guidelines for the use of Government of the Philippines Official Merchants Registry, and item 1 of sections 8 and 9 of the 6th edition of the Philippine Bidding Documents for Goods and Infrastructure Projects. Please also take note of GPPB Resolution number 16-2020, approving the circular on the guidelines in the preparation of simplified Philippine bidding documents for goods and infrastructure projects and submission of the required forms for the procurement of goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services with related amendments to the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act number 9184.
So that's end of the presentation. So since no participants from the Zoom and on-site, so all topics have been discussed. So let's adjourn for today's activity at 10